Anyways, thank you guys for coming. As I said, my name is Evan. This is JT. Basically, what we're going to do, based on the amount of people we have, I think that it would be a pretty decent idea to just go ahead and make one game. Because my goal is to try and make a game by the end of the semester. Does one game sound plausible to everybody, essentially?
No.
0 games?
I'm only doing
half
a game.
That's cool. Boom. Welcome to the first meeting. Yeah. So what we're going to do today, basically...
Look at those graphics!
I know, right?
Turbo graphics!
Is, first of all, we're going to decide what kind of game we want to make, and if you know how to make games, if you have programming experience, super. Most likely, unless we have like a lot of really we're really opposed to it, we are most likely going to be using Game Maker. The university owns a license for Game Maker, and because the university owns a license for Game Maker, I was like, hey, everybody can use it, and we don't have to, do anything or buy it. Anyways, as far as the game goes, JT and I, and no, pretty much JT and I, we had a couple different ideas for games. We have a couple different ideas for games that we can do, and it's games that JT and I have kind of come up with in the past. What we have is 4 different types of game type ideas. And so he builds a time machine, travels through time, goes through different ages, and it ultimately screws up all of time and space, and you have to try and fix it. So that's the one idea that we have. Basically, you travel through time. It's set basically as a side-scrolling platformer kind of game. The next one we have is a wonderful game that JT and I were going to make for a class, and then never got around to it because we didn't have time. And it's called Robot Club. So this game basically involves the fact that Robot Club wants to get back at the university, and the robots want to go to space. In order to go to space, we need Space Club to help us build, basically, a rocket ship. The third game idea that we have is kind of just it would be more of like an explore type game. What we'd essentially do is it's kind of an explore Webster kind of thing. And it's more or less something that because it's our first time doing anything, we want the university to be like, oh look, they did something to help us out. And it could potentially get us more funding and more members in the future to do more things.
And more college students.
Yeah, but essentially what our idea would be is we would take Minecraft and we would basically recreate Webster University in Minecraft and then let people walk around.
I love Minecraft.
It would essentially be HVZ related, and where you would have a human who sets up other humans to defend against waves of zombies that come towards you. Different levels would have specialty characters. With the game, it would basically take you from where initiation meeting is always held at Webster Hall, and we're going to have you move around campus to ultimately get to the parking garage so you can drive off of campus and escape HVZ.
So we just got back from that meeting about, let's see here, 5 days ago. Yeah, it was a pretty good meeting. We got a lot decided.
Yeah, we did. I'm glad we picked the game that we ended up going with.
Yeah, Time Traveler's Tales ended up being, I think, our ideal choice for that. I feel like while there were other good game ideas for if you're a Webster student and would get all the inside jokes, for the masses, that game is far more accessible. And I feel like people will be able to enjoy it regardless of where they come from.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, the one with the different clubs and getting money from the student government, it was funny to write it. And I really enjoyed writing it. But if 50% of the people on the couch don't find it funny, then how's the rest of the world going to feel about it?
Yeah.
That being said, because it's a school-funded group, having a game that would appeal to the higher-ups of the university being a good idea. But if no one's going to play it, especially if we want to upload it to Congregator, a place like that, if we don't have any views per se, then...
Yeah, an accessible game is preferable.
Definitely.
The real thing I'm looking forward to with this Time Traveler's Tales is the opportunity to mess with the music. I feel like because he's traveling through a bunch of different times, it'll give a lot of opportunity for a music nerd like me to flex out and really expand my horizons, write a bunch of period-specific music for the game, and I think...
Dare I ask if you have any thoughts on that already?
I've already got a medieval-style piece in mind that focuses heavily on the lyre.
As someone that I'm guessing is going to have an influence on the art, if there was something you had an idea for music-wise, then I could start coming up with ideas for the visuals to go along with the music, especially if we establish that the music is important at the very beginning. I think it would be... I know one thing we've talked about in class is how music is kind of something that gets added on at the end, last minute. And it'd be kind of an interesting point of view of, hey, here's the music we want to use. Make the art fit the music.
Mm-hmm.
It'd be a different perspective of looking at it.
Okay, yeah, because a lot of, and in a lot of games, they design the game and make the levels really dark, and then the music is forced to be dark to complement it. But I feel like especially for some of the levels, like the medieval level, maybe maybe like a ancient China level, that they should have a lot more bright colors. A lot, it fits the
Right.
environment. And I feel like if I write brighter music to go with that, then the bright colors will just come with it.
And I'm actually pretty psyched about that.
Mhm.
So I hope that you talk to Michael or whoever you're planning on working with for the music.
I think it'll be me and Michael mostly. So I hope that in some future meetings we can keep that momentum and get a little more speed built up and hopefully have a little less chaos in the meetings. But we still got a lot of good stuff discussed, and I'm really looking forward to designing this game.
I am also excited about it. As tired as I seem at the moment, I am very excited. So we'll keep you updated.
We'll keep you posted.
Hey Phil,
What's on your mind, JT?
is it just me or has our audio quality gotten a lot better recently?
Well, it sure has.
Why is that?
Well, I'll tell you. It's because of these excellent, grade A rock band microphones.
Can you tell me anything more about that? Because that sounds really cool.
I'll do it next time.